Yeah, welcome to Montbleu Prep. Montbleu Prep is a preparatory track of Montbleu, which helps better your programming skills, where you can enhance your programming skills and make a smooth entry to the Montbleu. Fine. In today's session, I'll be taking few problems in objects in JavaScript. Okay, let me share my screen and start this. Yeah, yesterday we have done this one. Fine. Yeah, let's take a brief yeah, fine. So almost all of you may be aware with what is an object. Yeah, what is an object actually? Why do we use an object, or how do we use an object in JavaScript? Yes, everyone, just with your answer, text me in the chat. So when do we use an object actually? So what is the advantage of using an object over an array? Yes, anyone? Some brief description about an object, then we will go to a problem and solve it. We'll take a few problems. One problem. Yes, nobody is texting anything. Are you there, everyone? To store key values. Yeah, fine. Sukhdeep, you are the first to answer right. Key value pairs. Okay, good. Yeah, that is the definition you're telling. An object is collection of pairs where each pair is represented with a unique key and corresponding value, where each pair has a key and its corresponding value. Good. Okay. And the key must be unique. Good. Fine. Any other answer from anyone? Yes. Fine. So how do we create object in JavaScript is like some of you may be beginners. Let, yeah, it can be any object name you are going to give, isn't it? Suppose I want to create here student is equals to, yeah, object is a real life example in object oriented programming. Very good. Mm, fine. That is how you are going to create it. The empty object without any pairs. Good. Uday, you are also right there. Sudeep, you have taken the object oriented programming example, like object is a real life example. Fine. And one more thing, like an object is the way we can create our own types, isn't it? Good. So it's an empty, isn't it? Now let's see like how we are creating an object here. What is the key we can give here? Suppose I want to use some ID number, or student may have a name, isn't it? Is the key and the value represented with that one, isn't it? Then this first key I have given, and its value is Raj, isn't it? Next, we are giving next key. So this is one pair and this is another pair, isn't it? So where each key and values are separated with comma. So this is a brief overview I'm taking up. There could be some new student, that's why I have taken up. And like fee, let us take a number numeric type, isn't it? So how do we refer to this one? You can see a console.log student. So these are related to a single entity. You are right, Shubdeep, that name, key, codes, and fee are related to single student, isn't it? These are details pertaining to a single entity. We are going to group in that order. Good. Now you can see at the bottom you are getting the object. Now suppose you can refer to the members using dot, isn't it? Suppose you're giving student dot name. So each you can modify it, you can change the value, isn't it? By giving it. If you are giving the key, you will be getting the value associated with that one. Got it? You have given the student dot key, you got the value. This is one way of getting that one. This is another way also. You can give within the what you call brackets. Okay. So when you are giving like this, what should be the essence? Like you give this in the single quotes. Sorry. Name. Just like it looks like an, isn't it? So when this will be when you are trying to access. Now you can see a student in the square bracket, just like an accessing. My God. Sorry for that. So student of name. Suppose, yeah, this is how you can access it. This is using the dot operator or using the square bracket. I will tell you when you are going to use the square brackets when it is referred one. Is that okay? Now it will give you that one. Suppose if you do not have a particular value in that one. Okay. Suppose the mobile number is not there in that one. Isn't it? Now you can see mobile number we have having a space. So what we have given, that's why we are giving the single quotes, isn't it? So the key is having a space. So in that case, it is better to use square brackets to refer to that one than giving the dot operator. This is how you can just change the values if it is there already. If it is there, now it will change. Number was not there, so it has been added to the object student. Is that clear, everyone? Now if it was already existing, like suppose if I give here student dot fee is already there, I want to change it, isn't it? Now it would just change that one. Now it will not add fee. It is already there. It will update the contents of that key value, isn't it? Now it was 10,000 here, it has been changed to 40,000. Okay, this is brief overview about object. How would we create an object? Fine. Any question, anyone, any newcomer in this one? If you have any question, you can ask. Simple thing. Yeah, it's just simple. Like we'll see that some examples related to that one. So basically, the concept is key and value. This is referred to as a pair. So each pair is separated with comma, isn't it? Good. Any question in this? Okay, Paul. No problem. No questions. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to the problems here. Let's go to Adobe and solve some problems here related to objects. Yeah, these are all the examples related to the objects only. We'll just take up the objects one by one. Yeah, one simple example. Let's take here first of all. So this is the problem. Everyone just go through the problem. What is the problem here? Like given a function is given 3 arguments, isn't it? So first parameter is an object. Next one is a stolen items, then pet's name and a value. Return an object with the name and a key in its as key value pairs. Yeah, it's a simple problem. Just now we have seen no related to that only. You will be able to solve this one, everyone. So what is the problem here? Everyone understood. Like you are given you have to write a function add name. So you are given an object. In this case, the object is empty, first parameter, then a name, okay, and its value is given. So what we have to do, we have to just add that as a name will go as a key and the value. Got it? That will be stored in this object. Good. Now in adding this to this one, it is piano 500 and Brutus 400. Is that okay? The third example, you can see a piano 0 was there and you have added the third pair here, isn't it? That is given as a parameter. The next two parameters are that one. Is that clear? Problem? Have you understood, everyone? The simple problem. Yeah. Before we actually start writing the solution for any problem, it is better to understand what we are expected to do there. Is that okay, everyone? Yeah. Let's go to the code and write that. It's also given that value argument is a number. Fine. So object is there, name is there, and value. So how will you write this one? So we have to return that one, isn't it? Just now I explained this in that it's there. Can anyone just tell me the answer? Yes, fine. Very good. That's right. That is very simple. So object is this one, isn't it? Right. So in already we may be having something. So name represents the name that has to be added. So how we are going to add that one? Obj of name is equals to value. This is the answer that we have received. Okay. So I can just console dot. Is it okay, everyone? This is simple example that shows you. This will become the key and this will become the value, isn't it? So obj of name is equals to value. So this is already not there in this object. So we are going to add that one to this object. It will be added. Do the console and we'll get it. Console.log obj. Just we have added a new key and value, isn't it? So we got the answer Brutus 300. Okay, we have to return that. Fine. So in the next case, we have to get that one. So we have to return that. So what we need to return here, everyone? What should be the return value? Only Shubhadeep is answering. Yeah, Uday. Answer came from Uday. Good. Rohan also. Yeah, OBJ has to be returned. Good. So that will serve our purpose. Good. Lokesh, you are also right. Then that simple way, like at the runtime, when we are modifying any values and we are required to add new values after modification to the object, this is the way you can add. As I've said you, that name is not there, so it will be added. Yeah, you can write there only. Just directly write return there only, isn't it? So we have added, we have made it simple. Obj of name equals to value, then this one. Fine. Let's go to the next. Is it okay? Fine. This is the only statement that is required to be written. Yeah, let's take up the next task. What will we take up? Yeah, next one. Yeah, let's take a better example here. Now, all of you just go to the question, please. We have to write a function that takes two parameters. There are two parameters in this function. First one is an object and next one is the cost. isn't it? Next one is the cost. Return any orders that are greater than the cost. Yeah, what we have to do here? What is the problem? Return any orders that are greater than the cost. So if you are given this example, look at this example. The object is this and it is having what values? The key with value is 3000. 3000 is greater than 1000. So that has been added to the result. B is there, its value is less than 1000, so it is not added. Then take C, the key with C, its value is 1550, so it is more than 1000, so it is added. So our result is this one. Is that clear, everyone? So we have to take each key value and compare with what? It should be greater than 1000. Purpose 1000. Fine. Is that okay, everyone? Good. Now, let's go to the code. Yeah. What we have to do? What we have to do here? What is the task we are required to do? How you are going to get the solution? Each key. Yeah. Fine. Fine. You are getting the answer itself. Get all the keys. First of all, each key value has to be compared. Okay. Each key value has to be compared with what? 1000. If it is greater than 1000, yeah, if it is greater than 1000, good. If it is greater than 1000, what we have to do? We have to add it. Yeah, if greater than 1000. Okay. The resultant object. It should be an object, isn't it? Resultant object. We need an object for that one. Yeah, it's a simple thing that we have to perform, isn't it? Yeah, keys has answer has come. Yeah, we can take that one. Good. You're right. Yeah, let's start with that one. First of all, we have to take all the keys, isn't it? So how we are going to take that one? Let array is equals to object dots. So what we'll get here? You'll get all, isn't it? Good. Ruhan has come up with an answer of map. So map with each key, then you are going to have it. Yeah, good. Fine. I'll make it simple. Fine. So what we got here is all the key values, isn't it? So in last session also we have used. Yeah, we can use filter. Good. Fine. I'll come to that. So filter map. Two answers have come up. Good. So what we'll be getting here, everyone? Reduce will not serve the purpose, I think, Tarun. Yeah. Now everyone just see here. We got the what you call A, B, C, isn't it? This is the keys we got. Now we want to compare with the values, isn't it? We are going to simplify it the way the computer thinks, isn't it? So first of all, we got the keys. Now we have to compare with each value, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So let's go it more basic in a basic way. Yeah. The computer, if you were a computer to solve, how we are going to do it, isn't it? Let results is equals to isn't it? Let results is equals to, you are giving an object. Yeah, all your answers are right, Rohan. That will serve your purpose. We can use map, we can use that. Okay, fine. Now it's an array. So each key value, like if you have to take A, its key value, isn't it? B and its key value, C and its key value, and compare with what? Cost. That is what is the cost that is given, isn't it? So let's compare that one. In this case, compare with cost here. Not compulsory 1000 only, it is cost. So what we are going to do here? How we are going to access each element in that array? It's an array, isn't it? So arr dot. So what you are going to use for each, isn't it? Is that okay? For each of what we will be getting the key, isn't it? Each we are going to have. Good. So what you are going to do here? Is that okay? If you are using filter, if you are not using map function, if we are to write the code, how we are going to do it? So we are write that one. What if? What will be writing here? What is the condition here? Orders of key, isn't it? We got the value as A. So orders of key means it will give the value associated with A. If it is what greater than what? Cost. Very good. Very good. Yeah, right. If orders of key greater than the cost. So what we'll be doing here now? Same logic, isn't it? Like we have taken results of key. It's not there. Result for them is equals to what will be given here? Yeah, orders of key. Orders of what? The value associated with that one, isn't it? If we are writing this way, is that okay, everyone? Yeah, I haven't mapped. Yeah, we'll do it with that also. Some examples in later on session. How we can use map, filter, and reduce also. I'll tell you. Is that clear, everyone? So how you are accessing the key, isn't it? Is this way. Using the key, you are accessing its value. A, the value associated with that will go as the value into the resultant, and that will become the key. Is it okay, everyone? Does that serve our purpose? Yes. Okay. Now, yeah, we return the value. Yeah, it's very near. So we have the resultant object in which here what we need to return. How about others? Are you here, everyone? What will be the answer we need to result? Tarun? Yeah, result is what we have to return. Vishwanath, is it clear for you? So that is what we have to return results. Okay, great. So why? Because everything that we have that is satisfying our criteria, we have stored in the object results, and that we are returning. Yeah, it has passed the test cases. So yeah. So we are giving an empty, we are getting an empty. Oh, is that okay, everyone? Yeah, fine. Let's go to the next task. Any queries in this one, previous example? No, okay, fine. go to the next example? Yeah, the previous example, like how we are comparing with certain values, taking the key values, and we are doing that task. Okay. Now let's take up the concept of converting this simple. This is also. Yeah, fine, fine. All of you just through the problem here. I don't know how many of you are reading the problem. I'm going to the solution directly. Before you solve a problem, once, twice, thrice, go through the problem. So whatever picture you have in brain, the same solution will come up, isn't it? So how clarity you have in the problem, so easily you can solve the problem. Good. So we have to write a function that converts an object into an array. It's a simple one. Converting an object. Given an object, we have to convert to an array. So how we have to convert, where each element represents a key value pair in the form of an array. Yeah. I can see here in this object is a and 1. So that goes as an array. The key and value has become an array. And value, so how we are going to say object dot entries. Okay, fine. Any other answer? Yeah, what is the problem here? Same thing. So you are given what object, isn't it? We have to process all the key values, isn't it? Then what we have to do? Take each key and its corresponding value and store it in the form array. Yeah, good. So how we are going to do this one? Again, we have to process the each key. So how you are going to take each key first of all? If we know the key, we can get the value. The basic concept in object is if we know the key, we'll get the value, isn't it? Yeah, object. Yeah, very good. The answer has come from Rohan Muzaffar. It's right. Good. So will any other answers? Yeah, let's break it down very in easy form. Like say we have an array, we are going to get an array of that is comprising of all the keys. So how you are going to get it the same way, that is object dot keys of your object is given, isn't it? So this will give an array. Okay. Yeah, let's we have to take each value, isn't it? You can use the in the previous example I have used the for each, you can apply that, or you can use the map also. So map function, yeah, that is the good function that will process each element in an array, and we can do whatever with that one, and it will then an array again, isn't it? So in our case, we need an array, isn't it? So yeah, good. Fine. Yeah, we had to take object key and values also, isn't it? Fine, Ashok. So we have to map. So we are required to perform what is we an array, isn't it? So we need a resultant array on that one. So how we are going to get that array? Let's see here. Let result array or results is equals to, isn't it? Let's take array dot map, isn't it? So how the map function will work is on each key, isn't it? Then what you are going to do here? So when you are giving, you're going to map this one, isn't it? So in the form of an array. So what we need is the key. This key will give you the value, isn't it? The value will be so obj of key. Yeah, anyone. Why we are not using dot here? Not obj dot key. Just now in the at the beginning of the session, I have said you that using the object we can give here. Like I have given student dot name. Why can't we like this? Object dot key here. Can we give like that? Yes or no? Sir, can we give it like that? Object dot key is my question. Yeah, very good. Keys may contain spaces. Keys may be represented in the form of a string sometimes. So it's better to give in the form of what, like just in the previous example you have seen, we got A, B, C that were represented in the form of. So in that case, it is better to use the square brackets. That is a subscript. We are going to give object of then key. Clear? Let's see. Yeah, we are getting the result correct or not. Console.log of results. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Is the problem. Yeah, we got it. A1 and B2 in the form of an array. Good, isn't it? Suppose if you are not using the map, how would you write this one? Any newcomers? If you want to use for each, how will you write this one? Yeah, it's easy. You can take it. You can go it the way with the map. It makes it easy. If you are using for each, r dot for each, then you have to take everything, create an array at the top, isn't it? And push one by one element, isn't it? Whatever is the new array, in that you are going to push the elements, and that you have to return. Is that okay? Fine. So this will serve our purpose, I think. Let's return this. Yeah, okay, fine. This is okay. Everyone, any doubts in this problem? No. Okay, good. Anyone else? Any doubt in this? Any questions related to this one? Uday, no, no doubt. Okay. Shall we move to the next problem? I hope you understood this one, like how we can process the key and values in an object. So what was the concept is very simple, converting this object to form of an array, where each key and value are represented in the form of an array. Good. Go to the next problem. Yeah, I will take one problem with this one also. Fine. Our next problem is this one. Calculate the total loss. Very good. Yes, everyone, like go through the problem, please. Here in this one, given an object of the stolen items. We are given one object called stolen items, where each key is the item that is stolen and its cost, isn't it? Fine. Return the string. Okay, return the total amount of the burglary. That is the number. So how will you get that one? Suppose TV its cost is 30, then this is skate is 20, stereo is 50. So we have to add, we have to sum up, isn't it? We have to sum up all the key values. Is that okay? Is that okay, everyone? Yeah, there is only one item. If there are no items in this one, you are going to return lucky you, isn't it? Rohan has come up with an answer. Reduce. Okay, fine, good. Sum up all the values. Okay, fine. Rohan, if that is empty, that then you have to return that one, isn't it? If that is an empty, you have to return some other answer. Yeah, that's right answer. Rohan has given. That is, we are going to sum up. Yeah, this is one task we are required to do, isn't it? Like in many cases, it will happen. Like suppose if you are going to a supermarket and you are purchasing items, isn't it? One example I'll take up. Like you are having let the items purchased is equals to you have taken item name is okay. This is the item name example. I'm telling simple of Colgate. You have taken it costs 200. Then you have taken soaps. Okay, its cost is 400, isn't it? Some pulses you have taken 500. I want to get the total bill. So what you do here? You have to add all these values, isn't it? The key values are there here. You have to sum up all these values. This is in most of the cases. Yeah, you can use function. What is the basic logic if you are doing it using for, and how you are going to do it using reduce also I'll tell you. Very good. So object dot values of obj. Very good. So that way you are going to take it, and what you are going to do it. So what we'll be doing now next. Then reduce it. Okay, fine, good. So object dot values will give you the values. Fine. So generally, like some of you may be aware, some of you may not be aware with the reduce function. What does the reduce function do actually here? What is the reduce function? What is reduce? Anyone? Why do we use it? It is for others. Why do we use reduce? Yeah, reduce will work. Reduce will work. Reduce will work. Good. So I want to have a clarity on the reduce. Yeah, reduce will reduce that to a single value. Now everyone just see here. Suppose if we have this example, let's take here items we have taken up, isn't it? Colgate and this one. Now in the previous example, object dot keys of given object, isn't it? Items will give you what here? It will give Colgate, soaps, and pulses in the form of an array. If you want to get the values associated with the key directly in the form of, like in this example, you want to sum up, isn't it? Just add directly. You can take this one, isn't it? 200, then 400, and 500. You will get that one. So how will you get that one? For that, you need to use what? Object dot. What will be using here? Value, isn't it? So that will serve your purpose. It will return all the values, isn't it? Of the given object. Yeah. Object that you are giving. It is items means it is items, or obj means obj. So object dot items will give you the value. It's an array of what? 200, 400, and 500. Is that okay? So once we get that, you can find the sum. You can use reduce and find the sum, or you can find the sum of the elements of an array. Good. Yeah. Let's see that one. Fine. Okay, everyone. So OBJ has that. So total number of items that were stolen, we can get it. Okay. So let's take the amount of each. So amount is equals to object dot values. This is a good example. Values of what we'll be giving here? OBJ. Is that clear, everyone? Console dot log amount. It will give you an array, isn't it? In the form of an array. Yeah, you got the value 30, 20, and 50 in the form of an array. Good. Yeah, this is the thing, this is the thing, and this. Okay, fine. So if no items were there, so how you are going to check that one? If amount dot length is equals to 0, so then what you are going to return? Some text was there, isn't it? So we have to give it as it is. So lucky you. We'll take it as it is. Return lucky you, isn't it? If this is not the case, yeah, we are going to find the total amount. Yeah, we will be using the reduce. Now we can use reduce. Let amount affected or amount stolen or loss amount. Can give anything variable. Loss amount is equals to, yeah, amount is the array dot, what will be giving here? Reduce. The reduce function takes two parameters, that is the accumulator, then the value, current value. Okay. Accumulator and the current value will be returning a plus b. Is that okay? Return loss amount. I hope that works. Let's check it. Yeah. So what is missing is one more bracket. It's a function. Yeah. Fine. So it's a function. Reduce will take a callback function as a parameter. Is that okay, everyone? Fine. Yeah, let's try it. Answer like the way Ron has done it using the keys. He has done it using the keys. That also I'll explain. That needs some explanation also. Is it okay, everyone? Let me first just give you a simple quick look at the what you call how reduce will work actually. Yeah, everyone just look at the reduce function via with the numbers it will work. Simple, if you have directly numbers it will work. 1 2 3 4. Starting is the accumulator is the variable that will hold the result actually, and the current value. In this case we will be getting current value is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 1 by 1. So how it goes, let's see here. Yeah, let me explain with this example. We have a good example here. Now, when we are having all of you, just look at the reduce function 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Accumulator. When we are calling the function first time, accumulator, okay, and we have given here array. This is the return value. We have given just a plus b arrow function. You can see a 10 is the initial value. If you are not getting anything, okay, it will take from 0 by default. Okay, comma. We are giving the initial value of accumulator. This is the initial value of the accumulator. You can see here when you are calling the first time it is 10. Current value is 0. This is taken from the array, isn't it? Then it is applied onto this one. Current index is 0. So when you are adding this return value is how much? 10. 10 plus 0. Then in second call accumulator is again 10. The current value is next element is taken from the array. Good. So the resultant value is 11. We have returned the value. Next accumulator, whenever third call for the third element, it is called, isn't it? It is 11. 11 plus next element is taken. Like that, you are going to add. And at the end, at the fifth place, when we are getting the result is the 20. Good. Why I have taken up this example means, it was very simple. So better to refer to the MDN for anything. Docs for the best documentation we are having. Yeah, let's go to this one. So our answer is okay, we got the results. Now suppose if you are trying to do it using that way, the way like Rohan has given the answer, I'll just copy that same. It will save my time. Yeah, everyone just see here. First of all, we are getting that one, isn't it? Object dot keys of reduce. Now in this case, we have given it as a comma b. The reducer is a and the current value is b. Now if we give like this, objects dot key of this one reduce, and if we do not give the initial value, so what will happen here? Let's see that one also. Yeah, let's assign this to console.log loss amount. Is it clear, everyone? Are you getting me? Our answer is done, but we are using the reduce function. How elements of an array can be reduced to a single value. We are adding, we can max also. In the last example, last session, we have seen that one, how we can get the max of an array also. Good. Now if we do not give, in this case, if we do not give the zero value, in this example that I have explained, it was all numbers, isn't it? Now in this case, if I give, what we'll get? We'll get the object here, isn't it? The current value will be what here? Keys of object will get. Rohan, is it okay? Am I right? Isn't it? Keys of what we'll be getting is object, isn't it? Am I right? Here in this case, the accumulator is okay, fine. Current value will be what? Key means you'll be getting the, suppose the key was Colgate here, you'll be getting Colgate. You are trying to add Colgate to the accumulator. Will this work? No. Yeah, fine. So this will work. Yeah, you're right there. Now this will work. Okay. So what we have to give here? Obj of the current value. Fine, that will work. Okay. Now still, what will be the result? Let us see. Yeah. In the chat. So how you should be careful when you are using that? I'm explaining that one, isn't it? So here we have not given anything. So accumulator will be what here? TV, isn't it? Object of current value means 20 we got, 50 we got. For the first time we did not get that, isn't it? Is that clear, everyone? So what is the value we are getting? If we do not, generally when we are finding sum of elements of we forget to give the initial value. There is something called as initial value also that has to be given here. Is that okay? Fine. Is it okay, everyone? If we give here 0 and check that one, now is okay. Okay. Yeah, lucky you got it, that we can check it out, no problem. So how you should be careful with reduce when you are using the it on the objects. Okay. And if you are working with the keys, yeah, like at the beginning we have taken the values, isn't it? So Uday was quick to answer that one. We can take values and add. Yeah, this is simple logic. Yeah, at various places you are required to find some of the elements. Like it could be marks, it could be grocery, okay, or shopping cart, anything. Add some of all the elements. Yeah, you can take the values and add it. This is the easiest way to reduce it. So if you are at all, if you are taking the key values, you should be careful how you are going to handle this one. Is that clear? If you are not giving 0 initial value, what will happen? You will get error. So in this case, when we have given 0, it is beginning, accumulator will be 0, current value will come whatever it is from the array. First element, second element, next element. Yeah, fine. Is it okay, everyone? Any queries in this? Any questions in this one? Any queries? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Rohan, Uday, and Shubdeep, fine. How about Purva? Are you there? Priyadarshan. Michelle, is it okay? No queries. Like basic object, how we are using, and today we have taken a very basics related to what you call object, some programs on objects, and how we can use the functions like map and reduce on the key or values that were extracted from an object. Any other queries? Uday, are you there? Fine. No queries. You have said Vishwanath. Good. Ashok, are you there? Yeah. So we will end here. Yeah, we can give that one. Return loss amount is equal to 0. Lucky. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, right. Uday was trying with the problem. Good. Good. Yeah, Ashok was the one who has given that solution first, I think. Good. So we'll end the session here. Thank you. See you again. Bye.